Hello! In the murky darkness of England's underworld, a chilling story gradually unfolds, a tale of immigrants who have risen to become crime lords, seizing power through cunning and violence. It is estimated that Albanian criminal groups contribute up to £6 billion to the UK's illegal drug economy. However, behind these cold statistics lie heartbreaking stories of broken families, imprisoned communities, and lives lost under the ruthless grip of addiction. So how did these immigrants come to dominate the drug market in the UK? What dark secrets are hidden beneath the surface of this criminal empire? Following the chaotic upheavals of the Kosovo War in the 1990s, a wave of refugees flooded neighboring countries and beyond, seeking safety from the violence ravaging their homeland. As the number of Albanian immigrants increased, Albanian-speaking communities began to form in the United Kingdom. These communities were reminiscent of those established in other European countries after the Kosovo crisis, providing a sense of familiarity and solidarity to the newcomers. However, amidst the struggle to rebuild their lives in a foreign land, some Albanian immigrants found themselves marginalized and facing economic difficulties, exploited in industries such as agriculture, construction, and manufacturing. They faced challenges in integrating into mainstream society. It was within this vulnerable context that the seeds of criminal organizations were sown. One of the pioneering figures of the Albanian Mafia was Lulzim Berisha. He emerged in the turbulent underworld of the 1990s. Berisha, known for his cunning and ruthlessness, played a crucial role in establishing the foundations of the Albanian Mafia both within and outside the country. This notorious kingpin was wanted for the murders of Vazhdin Lami and Klodian Saliu in 2005, a result of a feud between rival gangs. His associates were brought to justice 15 years later, with an Albanian court sentencing 16 members of his gang to 4 life sentences and a total of 267 years in prison for various crimes, including murder, extortion, and kidnapping. Another significant name in the Albanian Mafia is Alex Rudaj, also known by the aliases Sandro Rudovic, Ali Boy, and Uncle Rudaj. Rudaj was a prominent figure in organized crime, particularly as the leader of the Rudaj organization, an Albanian mafia group based in the New York metropolitan area. Rudaj was born in Ulcinje, Montenegro, and in 1987 he immigrated to the USA, where he quickly gained notoriety in the criminal world. His criminal activities and violent methods earned him a fearsome reputation. Federal prosecutors linked him to a series of violent crimes, including a dramatic shooting in 1996. In that incident, Rudaj climbed through the sunroof of a car, chased down and shot at another member of a criminal organization in the Bronx. The high-speed chase and subsequent shooting highlighted the ruthless tactics Rudaj employed to assert his power and resolve conflicts in the underworld. Another notable event that showcased Rudaj's bold nature occurred at Rao's, a legendary and exclusive Italian restaurant in East Harlem, famous for its mafia connections. Rudaj and 20 of his men took over a table usually reserved for the late mafia boss, John Gotti. This audacious act was a clear message of his power and influence, further solidifying his fearsome reputation. Besnik Sinanaj, also known as Nicky, is another influential member of the mafia. Born in Albania, Sinanaj immigrated to the United States and became involved in organized crime. He rose through the ranks and became a prominent figure in the criminal network, dealing in everything from drug trafficking to operating illegal casinos. The wave of Albanian immigrants into Western Europe also led to the expansion of the Albanian Mafia across the continent. Figures like Daut Kadriovsk, also known as Luan, played a crucial role in establishing Albanian criminal networks in countries like Germany and Switzerland. Kadriovsk's criminal activities range from human trafficking to arms smuggling, solidifying his reputation as a powerful figure in the underworld. Albanian criminal groups saw the potential for recruitment among marginalized immigrants and began targeting the vulnerable with promises of wealth and power. They lured individuals into the world of organized crime with the allure of quick money. Driven by desperation and the temptation of wealth, many succumbed to the offers of these criminal organizations. Drugs, prostitution, and human trafficking became the currency of crime as they delved deeper into illegal activities. Over 15 years, Albanian criminal organizations honed their skills, evolving from small-time smugglers into formidable drug suppliers. Their rise was marked by a ruthless determination to secure a prominent position in the county lines crime landscape in the UK. With patience and calculation, the Albanian Mafia meticulously refined their operations, transitioning from small-scale smuggling to becoming sought-after drug suppliers. Recognizing the need for efficient distribution channels, Albanian criminal groups established complex networks known as county lines. These networks spread across the United Kingdom, serving as lifelines for transporting drugs from major cities to coastal and inland regions. County lines became the arteries of the underworld, facilitating the smooth movement of drugs and ensuring a more stable revenue stream. In a shrewd move, the Albanian Mafia forged alliances not only with local criminal elements, but also with foreign organizations, extending their influence in the underworld. Through these collaborations, the Albanian Mafia expanded their reach, tapping into resources and opportunities beyond national borders. The intersection of these criminal organizations allowed them to establish a formidable presence in the global underworld. Unlike other gangs that often resort to violence as a tool of intimidation, Albanian criminal groups chose a different approach. Instead of bloodshed, they focused on building alliances and networks, using strategy to build rather than destroy. This enabled them to navigate the dangerous waters of organized crime skillfully, leveraging relationships to consolidate power and influence in the underground economy. The Albanian Mafia emerged as master strategists, leveraging their expertise to penetrate the UK drug market with exceptional efficiency. Their evolution from small-time smugglers to major suppliers, along with the establishment of county lines networks and strategic alliances, solidified their position as formidable players in the underworld. In the darkness, they chose the path of diplomacy over violence, weaving a network of alliances that ensured their dominance for years to come. In the shadowy world of crime, the Albanian Mafia has exerted a significant influence and generated enormous profits within the UK's drug economy. The tentacles of these criminal groups have deeply penetrated the core of the UK's illegal drug market, contributing an estimated £6 billion. This staggering figure highlights their dominance and influence as they control the drug trade. However, their impact is not limited to drugs. Organized crime, with the Albanian Mafia as a key player, has inflicted significant damage on the UK's national economy, amounting to £37 billion annually. This enormous sum reveals the true cost of their criminal activities, painting a grim picture of economic exploitation and devastation. Driven by ruthless pursuit of profit, the Albanian criminal groups have demonstrated their cunning by manipulating the market. By lowering the price of cocaine without compromising quality, they disrupted the status quo and sent shockwaves through the drug market, forcing competitors to adapt or face defeat. It's evident that the Mafia is attempting to establish a monopoly in the UK drug market. Fueled by ambition and a thirst for power, the Albanian Mafia has expanded its vision beyond the UK's borders. They have set their sights on Latin America, the source of the precious cocaine that forms the foundation of their empire. With high efficiency, they have established direct supply lines, tapping into the rich drug production and solidifying their control over the illegal drug market. In the annals of crime, the rise of the Albanian Mafia stands as a testament to the insatiable greed and ambition lurking in the darkest corners of humanity. Their economic impact has left an indelible mark on the fabric of British society, forever altering its structure and leaving a trail of devastation in their wake. As the Mafia tightens its grip on the drug market, their operational tactics have become increasingly sophisticated, posing formidable challenges to law enforcement agencies nationwide. With ruthless determination, Albanian criminal groups have infiltrated strategic European ports, including Rotterdam, Antwerp, and Algeciras. These strategic locations serve as gateways for the influx of drugs into the continent, providing crucial access points for their illicit operations. To facilitate their illegal activities, the Albanian Mafia has strategically placed collaborators in key positions within port operations. These insiders provide invaluable assistance, enabling the seamless movement of contraband through customs and easily evading security measures. The Albanian Mafia has employed various sophisticated methods to conceal illegal goods. They use refrigerated containers to hide drugs among legitimate shipments such as perishable foods, exploiting weaknesses in port surveillance systems. Additionally, they utilize dry transport systems with containers featuring hidden compartments to avoid detection during transportation. One of the leaders, Alex Rudaj, saw his reign come to an end on June 16, 2006, when he was sentenced to 27 years in federal prison for multiple crimes, including extortion, racketeering, and gambling-related offenses. At the time, Alex Rudaj was only 38 years old, and this sentence marked a major turning point in his criminal career, removing him from the streets and weakening his influence within the Albanian Mafia. The operations of the G Bello gang were not confined to a single country, but spread across multiple locations throughout Europe, making them one of the largest cocaine smuggling networks within the Albanian Mafia. Thus, the Los Blancos operation was launched. This organization had operatives in Italy, the Netherlands, and Albania, who played crucial roles in concealing drugs within vehicles and ensuring their distribution across Europe. This network was not only sophisticated in drug trafficking, but also employed complex money laundering techniques. One notable method was the use of the Fei Chien system, an underground money transfer network originating from China. This system allowed money to be sent from one country and withdrawn by an accomplice in another, effectively laundering criminal proceeds without leaving a paper trail. On December 15, 2020, coordinated raids across Europe and Dubai led to the arrest and pre-trial detention of 20 individuals linked to the Bello gang. This operation marked a high level of judicial coordination provided by Eurojust during the final stages of the investigation, with the direct involvement of prosecutors and investigating judges playing a crucial role in the execution and adjustment of European arrest warrants and judicial requests in these cross-border actions. The suspects were charged with a range of serious offenses, including international drug trafficking, illegal possession, and distribution of drugs, and violent crimes such as brutal assaults and murder. The collaborative efforts of the involved agencies exposed the full scale and complexity of the Bello gang's criminal activities. A joint strategy was developed, facilitating the exchange of critical information and evidence necessary to bring the operation to a successful conclusion. In 2015, a joint investigation team was established by the national authorities of Italy and the Netherlands, with the support of Eurojust and Europol, leading to significant progress. This joint effort, known as Operation Los Blancos, resulted in the seizure of nearly 4 tons of cocaine and more than 5 million euros in cash. A total of 84 members of this criminal organization were arrested in various countries. However, despite all the mafia's efforts, law enforcement agencies will not stand idly by. Operations like Los Blancos serve as a clear reminder of the relentless fight against organized crime. Through meticulous planning and close coordination, law enforcement agencies have intercepted shipments, disrupted supply chains, and apprehended key figures in criminal gangs. However, these successes are often overshadowed by the immense scale and complexity of the challenges posed by the Albanian Mafia's operational tactics. In the dark world of international crime, the operational tactics of the Albanian Mafia have become a formidable adversary for law enforcement agencies. With their infiltration of European ports, the placement of insiders, and sophisticated drug concealment methods, they have posed significant challenges to efforts to combat organized crime. Nevertheless, law enforcement agencies remain vigilant with the sole objective of ending the illegal drug trade. The most significant blow came from Belgian police in the ongoing battle against organized crime, as law enforcement agencies grappled with the persistent challenges posed by the Albanian Mafia's criminal activities. In a dramatic turn of events in mid-2018, Belgian police made a major breakthrough in the fight against drug trafficking in the UK. They intercepted a shipment of 27 tons of cocaine, an unprecedented seizure. This enormous haul, with an estimated value of billions of euros, underscored the scale and threat posed by organized crime and served as a stark reminder of the ongoing fight against drug trafficking. As the law enforcement net tightens, investigations into the involvement of Albanian families in drug trafficking continue. Suspicion deepens as authorities probe the complex web of family connections that have fueled these criminal enterprises. Undeterred by the challenges they face, law enforcement agencies persist in their tireless efforts to combat the trafficking and distribution of drugs. Through coordinated operations and strategic partnerships, they strive to dismantle the supply chains that fuel this illicit trade. However, the end of this battle remains elusive, as the resilience and adaptability of the Albanian Mafia present formidable obstacles to law enforcement efforts. Despite successes, the risks and challenges of intercepting drug shipments remain a sobering reality. The cunning tactics of the Mafia, their sophisticated networks, and vast resources pose significant barriers to law enforcement. From port infiltration to the concealment of contraband, the complexity of the underworld demands constant vigilance and innovative approaches to counter the ever-growing threats. Yet, amidst the darkness, a glimmer of hope remains a testament to the relentless determination to uphold the law and protect society from the scourge of drug trafficking. Beneath the headlines and statistics lie the faces of those whose lives have been devastated by the Mafia's ruthless reign. Families torn apart, communities shattered, and futures stolen in the relentless pursuit of power and profit. On the streets, the damage is undeniable. Addicts, their bodies ravaged by the poisons supplied by criminal gangs, wander like ghosts, haunted by their inner demons. Children, innocent victims of a war they never asked for, grow up in the shadow of violence and fear, their childhood stolen by the streets. But the violence doesn't stop there. In the underworld, blood flows freely as rival factions fight for control of the lucrative drug trade. The death toll rises with victims of a war waged with guns and knives, where loyalty is bought with blood and betrayal is met with merciless death. However, amid the chaos, there are those who refuse to remain silent. Mothers march in the streets, demanding justice for their lost children, and communities rally together, refusing to surrender to the darkness threatening to engulf them. As the Mafia's grip remains unbroken, the human toll continues to rise. We must stand together, united in our resolve to confront the darkness lurking within our society. We must shine a light on the shadows, exposing the true cost of organized crime, and refuse to turn a blind eye to the suffering it causes. Only by facing the harsh reality of the human cost can we hope to build a future free from the Mafia's dominance. A future where every life is valued, every family is protected, and every community is free to thrive. The line between right and wrong becomes blurred as the Mafia's influence spreads like a cancer, infiltrating every aspect of society. Authorities stand at a crossroads, between indifference and action, between complacency and courage. Will we turn a blind eye to the suffering the Mafia causes, or will we stand together in solidarity, determined to confront the darkness threatening to consume us? The answer lies in our hands as we forge a path toward a future where justice prevails, communities flourish, and the human spirit triumphs over adversity. As the dust settles on the battlefield of organized crime, a sobering realization emerges, a tale of power, profit, and the unending struggle for control. From humble beginnings as smugglers to dominating the lucrative drug trade, the rise of the Albanian Mafia has been nothing short of meteoric. Through strategic alliances, sophisticated networks, and ruthless determination, they have carved out a dominant position in the underworld of the UK and beyond, leaving a trail of devastation in their wake. However, amidst the darkness, a beacon of hope has emerged in the form of law enforcement's steadfast commitment to combating organized crime. Through relentless pursuit and coordinated efforts, authorities strive to dismantle the criminal networks preying on society. Yet, the end of this battle remains uncertain as the resilience and adaptability of the Mafia demand constant vigilance and innovation. Looking ahead, the future presents daunting challenges as the fight against drug trafficking in the UK enters a new chapter. Ultimately, the struggle against organized crime is a long-term battle, requiring unity, determination, and unwavering perseverance. As society stands at the crossroads between darkness and light, the choice lies in confronting the shadows of corruption and injustice, paving the way for a safer and more secure future for all. What are your thoughts on the dominance of the Albanian Mafia? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below so everyone can join the discussion. Don't forget to like and subscribe to support the channel. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.